This is Explaining Reality.
Hey, I'm Nora, and today we're going to talk about $1 Million Nannies.
Hey, I'm Colin. I've not heard about this at all. $1 Million Nannies. So I mean, it sounds awful, but what is it about?
Yeah,
This
it's
is what
not awful.
the real housewives use to raise their hideous offspring.
Some of them,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
So $1 Million Nannies is a reality show. Um, it's on Freeform. It's on Hulu. Freeform's like I don't know, it's like a different channel. I don't know. You can stream it on Hulu, but
Okay.
it follows this group of nannies that serve the elite, like the 1% of the world. And
Mm-hmm.
um watching it, it's a reality show, but this is one of those times I'm like, I don't think this is real.
None of it is. Obviously, none of it is. But
Yeah.
what do they do?
So the main person is Leah, and she was Kourtney Kardashian's nanny. And she was her nanny for 3 years.
Like the person that raised her, or the
No.
person that's
No.
raising her kid?
Raising her kids.
Okay.
Kourtney Kardashian hired Leah to be the nanny
Yeah.
to
Okay.
her and Scott Disick's children. And
What's Scott Disick?
that's that's the father of Kourtney's children. Scott Disick is his name.
And what is Kourtney? I mean, she's just a Kardashian, so
she's a Kardashian. So she's a billionaire, like living life.
Right. I mean, what is
name?
she? Is that all she is, though? A Kardashian? Or is she actually do something?
No, she's a Kardashian.
Yeah, okay.
None of them really do anything. They are reality TV stars and are super famous. And so they just get tons of brand deals and shows and lots of stuff that came with like the fame of the show.
Yeah.
So Kourtney's one of them. And she hired Leah. And now Leah is in Ibiza, Spain. That's where the show takes place. And she is running her own agency for like the elite, where they go on vacation and they can hire a nanny for the week while they're on vacation through her agency. And
is that like to watch their kids, or to bring their kids and nanny with them?
To watch their kids. And that's where
like at home, so they can go on vacation?
No, the kids are there in Ibiza. They're all on a family vacation. So it's an agency basically set on the island so that these people can come vacation, hire someone to watch their kids for the week, and they can kind of vacation and have their kids there too. This is where it all comes into play. Where is this real? Because the real 1% of the world, the real like rich people, they're not going to go on a vacation and just like hire some random person to watch their children from an agency.
Right.
They're going to know the person. Usually it'll be somebody that they've already like hired, been working with, that they are now bringing with them on vacation to help with the children.
Right. Because depending on how they feel about the kids might be very valuable.
Exactly. That's the whole point of, and that's the whole intro to the show. It's like, we're watching their most precious thing, their children. But no, they're kind of exploiting their children to be on TV. Right. The other thing is like the super rich elite of the world isn't going to want like a camera crew following them and their children around. Like most people that really have that life are kind of private and they don't want it like on blast. So these are their families that, they also want to be on TV and want the fame. So
Well,
It's a
right. I
little
mean,
questionable if
that's
they're the
why they're.
1%.
But in their case, like, I mean, they're basically just roaches that come scurrying out when the light comes on instead of scurrying away when the light comes on, right? I mean, that's the whole life they live, and that's the reason they're rich. So it kind of makes sense that yeah, it's like, hey, let's put these poor children on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would think that most people, and yeah, most rich people that have a choice in the matter probably don't hire reality TV nanny consultant.
Right, exactly. That's where it becomes like, is this real? I do think the people that are cast on the show, that are hiring them, I do think they are very wealthy in real life. I think that's all real. But
Right.
I do think there's like a casting process, because the other thing is that you never really see the nanny alone with the children. Um, the nanny, every time it shows like the nanny working with the kids, the parents are right there and they're kind of watching them, and they have these like insane rules for the nannies. And that all just makes for like TV gold, where you're like, is this real? Because why would you pay for someone to come be interacting with your kids and you have to stay there too? Like, isn't the whole point of, hey, the husband and I are going to go spend the day at the beach. Like, you take the kids to the pool, and, you know, we're going to go out for dinner and drinks. Like, you watch the kids and put them to bed. Isn't that the point of a nanny? But they're there.
Yeah, or maybe they just want some poor person talking to their kids so their kids have perspective growing up.
They want TV time.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Right, obviously, yeah.
So the families are very unique. There's this one family, they call them the G's. And it's because their last name starts with a G and it's like insanely hard to pronounce. They're both dentists, but they own like medical practices. Like, it sounds like they started like some kind of franchise of opening these medical practices all over the US. It says that their net worth is 500 million. Um, and they have very strict rules with the nannies. The nannies have to completely strip their identity. They have to wear white scrubs, long white shirts, white gloves, because no nail polish can be seen. They have to be. And meanwhile, the people that hire them, the G's, they're very colorful. They're wearing these like super colorful, like, yeah.
So the
and
nanny company is making them
not the nanny
dress like
company.
that.
The G's are making them do that. That's one of their requirements of,
okay.
You come and nanny for us, and you have to wear all white.
Yeah.
And white scrubs, be stripped of anything that makes you unique. You just have to blend in with the background. And there's certain things that are just like, they're always there. Like, there was a scene where the mom goes, well, we're going to go, we needed you to come today to help with the kids because we're going to go shopping, but we're bringing the entire store to our home. And these people came in with all these racks of clothes, of designer clothes, and the nannies are there, but she's there, her mother's there, her husband's there. They only have 2 kids. And the 2 nannies are literally just sitting on the couch, like, just there, I guess, so that they can do all this for the TV. I don't get it. I'm like, why are you paying for these nannies? They're not watching the kids because they don't need to. Like, the grandmother's interacting with them, the mother's watching them, and they're not little infants. They're like 7 and 8. Like, they're totally fine to just, they didn't need a nanny to be there for that moment, but they wanted it on TV.
So
they wanted to display their wealth.
How long has this show been on?
It just came out.
Okay, so it is new.
And yeah, and it's the first season, and they just dropped every episode of the first season. So I watched the whole thing.
All right. So, well, let me ask you an uncomfortable question. Do you like this show? Is this a show you would watch?
I'm not gonna lie. If there's season 2, I'm gonna watch. I did get
Yeah.
I got into it. I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
but
so and what you were
from a
saying about the
reality side, I don't think
right.
it's real.
It's just another dumb idea spin to put these creatures on TV, and it's like because people will just watch that, because obviously it sounds like it's probably not even about the nannies at all, especially if they're just like, sitting there and not actually doing any nannying.
Yeah,
It's
you don't see much with the actual nannying. And I was looking that up online, and they said that the main reason is because of like filming laws and rules and all this stuff. They did need the parents to be present for certain. They couldn't just be like alone with the underage kids for a lot of the scenes. I think there's different rules where it's a scripted show and they have like a script in advance. There's different things that apply. And so they did need the parents there. But that's where it didn't make sense. I'm like, you're paying for a nanny service, but you have to also you're paying because you want to be on TV.
so this is probably in California, I'm guessing.
No, this is in Ibiza, Spain.
Oh, right.
It's a vacation thing. So that's the other thing. They're only hiring the nanny for like 1 week to come and watch their kids while they're on vacation. And that's the whole concept of the agency. She's like, I'm going to create this elite agency where I bring nannies in. They all live in this house together in Ibiza. And it's this agency where people can go on vacation and hire a nanny for the week to watch their kids. And maybe when cameras are down, it's a legit agency.
When are they going to do the goddamn show, The Fucking Nanny House, and it's just a reality show of these stupid nannies sitting in their nanny house doing nothing?
Well, a lot of
when's that happening?
In the nanny house.
God damn it.
The very first episode, the leader of the pack, Leah, she gets completely wasted.
Right. The Kardashian.
Yeah, she was the Kardashian one.
Yeah.
And she's the leader. She brought all them in. This is her agency. Yep. She's starting it. She gets wasted out of her mind. Or she's like,
kick a kid, just
walking.
Kick one.
No, she wasn't babysitting. They all went out and they got completely wasted. And that night, she's talking to one of the other girls, and she says, yeah, well, I actually slept with one of the dads that I was working for one time. And the girl's like, what? That's like the rule. You just do not do that. Like nannies have a reputation for hooking up with the father.
Has to make this interesting.
Yeah. So that's the very first episode. She drops this little bomb on her. And then this girl's like, oh my gosh, I have to live with this now that I know, like, our leader broke the number one rule. Like she became labeled the father fucker. That became her name. And so this became throughout the season, it was just like the controversy was just growing and growing. Where she told some of the other nannies in the house, and then they told other nannies. And then one of the nanny went and told one of the clients, one of their biggest clients. And that client was telling other parents. And and Leah, who was working for the G's, actually fired her over it. They were like, no, and I won't be recommending this agency because you did this. Now, Leah tried to spin it. She said, I didn't actually sleep. It wasn't like what you're thinking. He was a single dad. We were friends with benefits, that we had been hanging out before. I was never really working for him. He called me one night and said, can you babysit just for the night, like tonight? And, that night we ended up hooking up. And I'm like, this is such a spin, because you wouldn't have worded it like that. You wouldn't have, you would have never said, I slept with one of the fathers of, like, that was, and the whole world thought it was Scott Disick, Courtney's, because she said he was single. Scott and Courtney never got married, but they have 3 kids together. So there was a lot of people saying, and she signed the most strict NDAs with the Kardashians, that like even Hulu was saying that they had to do like so much editing because there were so much where they could get in trouble. They could not air anything with that spoke much about the Kardashians. So I think she just did I don't even know if it was Scott or who it was. I do not think it was some friend with benefits, just happened to have a child that she was babysitting for the night, because you wouldn't have worded it that way when you were drunk. You would have never said that. You said that was the client. That was, and now I want to know who it is so bad.
God. Well, I mean, that makes sense because that obviously follows the same exact blueprint every one of these dumb shows follows.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah. So, so the whole season is done. Like, what does, when's the reunion?
Actually, I don't think they're going to have a reunion for this one. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that. I will say that Leah like broke down crying about how terrible this was, and she's not a father fucker that everybody was calling her. They were all calling her that. They even did a vote to say, let's make somebody else head of the company, of the agency, because we don't want her to be the face anymore. Like,
right. And this fake agency, this is a house in Spain. Like, that's where they're actually,
yeah, it's like an Airbnb or something
that some nanny company works out of with an elected leader of the nannies.
Well,
the nanny lead.
She's the leader because she has the Rolodex of all the high profile people, because she worked for the Kardashians for 3 years and
right.
made all these connections. And then she brought all these others in that didn't have that. And so she's the one that's going out and getting the jobs for them. But once she became the father fucker, like, nobody wanted to hire her. Nobody wanted anything to do with her anymore. And
like, as in, like, they're losing business.
Yeah, they were losing business. Like,
right. So, but I mean, and this all came out just because of her reality TV show.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
They will just put anything on TV. So, like, are these nannies attractive?
Of course.
Right. Okay.
That's the reality TV. Like, of course. They're not going to put like old grannies and
right
people that are just like chunkies. Like, they're not going to put that.
Yeah. Right.
They have these beautiful people. Of course, they all look like supermodels. The guys are completely ripped. The girls are drop dead gorgeous. Like, Baywatch beauties. Like,
there's guy nannies?
Yeah, they're mannies. The guy nannies are called mannies.
And they work for the agency also.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So there's one, Jack, and he's gay, and he's a manny.
Father fucker.
No, he's not a father fucker. He takes Leah's title away, and he becomes the new face of the agency, because they all do a vote, and they're like, let's let Jack run it from here on in.
Well, that's progressive. The for all the rich people, and like the face of your super nanny company is a gay
guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, and then the other guy, he's straight. His name's Mitchell. He came in with his girlfriend, Taylor, and they both are in the house. There's so many things. This is where I was like, this is all set up.
Are they all American? Like, what?
Yeah, I would say.
And you said it was like an Airbnb. So
yeah, they all live in like LA, New York.
Right, but so why did they all go to Spain? Like, they're all going to Spain to nanny for rich people who went to Spain.
Nannies. Instead of just taking a job where you like stay with the family for 3 years, and now they just like have a new family every week.
Vacation nannies.
Yeah.
But they're all doing that from Spain.
They're doing it from Spain, staying in this house, and then they get hired like a week by week basis to go work for these different families.
Man.
But Taylor and Mitchell are a couple, and Mitchell was invited because he already had a reputation of being a good nanny. And he was already invited. He said, I'm not coming unless I can bring my girlfriend. And so they let him bring Taylor. And there's this whole scene where like Taylor gets hired by this girl, this woman who hired her to watch her kids. And she brings along one of the other nannies with her, and the two of them are playing with the kids. And then the mother says, I'm going to go run some errands. Okay, so you're going to leave. So we're watching the children. And Taylor stands up, and from where they are, like in this little, like, they're in this like gazebo, she can see onto the beach, and she sees her boyfriend and another nanny. And the nanny's like rubbing sunscreen on him and being like kind of flirty. And she gets upset. And she said, I'm going to just run down there really quick and talk to him. Can you watch the kids? And the other nanny's like, no problem. Perfect timing. The mother comes back. This is where I'm like, okay, this is so set up. Like that was so, she was gone to run errands for 5 minutes. She walks back up and she's like, where's Taylor? And the little girl goes, she's on the beach with her boyfriend. And of course, the mother gets livid. She's like, I hired you to watch my children. And she goes down there and she's like, you're fired, and does this whole scene on the beach. And she breaks down in tears, and it's all this dramatic, where I think the tears were real. But I'm like, this whole thing was set up. Like producers told her, come back quick. And the producers are probably nudging Taylor going, look, your boyfriend's down there. And she's rubbing sunscreen on him. And the producers are also probably telling her, go rub sunscreen on him. Like,
right.
It was such a perfect storm that was like, this was set up. Like, this is not real.
That is, yeah, I mean, none of it's real. Absolutely none of it, I'm sure. But the other part of that is that, for like, I guess this nanny company, does the nanny company have a name?
No, they just keep referring to it as the agency.
So this agency presumably is supposed to be like super great, right? Like this is where like the super rich want to find the people to watch their kids, right? And then you have some dumb nanny leaving the kids.
Yeah.
Because her boyfriend may have done something, so she had to go leave the like the one thing that, you know, these people are paying you for, that you're part of this agency that's supposed to be good at making sure kids don't die, and now you're just like going, oh, there's something else that I have to deal with, like some dumb meaningless nonsense, some reality TV bullshit that I have to go deal with real quick.
Right.
Now she did leave the kids with some other nanny though, right?
Yeah, but
now even still though, no, that's just, she should have gotten fired. Know. She should have gotten fired into the ocean, for like disregarding the one thing like that is completely easy. Just watch the goddamn kid.
Yeah.
For this agency that has the reputation for getting the highest paying people that you could possibly get. And so hopefully
she's like, nope, I got to go talk to my boyfriend. And the other funny thing about Taylor and Mitchell is that I got into a big argument with AI this morning because
fuck's goddamn fucking sake.
So I'm doing my like research, like as I do, I watch the whole show. I watch the entire season, and then I kind of look at what the audience is talking about, like what's in the news, what's going on. So I go on to like ChatGPT and I'm like, oh, let's talk the cast of $1 Million Nannies. And ChatGPT tells me that Taylor is 21 years old and that Mitchell is 29 years old. And I'm like, no, they've been together 5.5 years. Like they said that on the show multiple times. I'm like doing the math in my head.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, so then Taylor was like 15 when she got with, so I said that. I said, are you telling me Taylor was 15 when she started dating Mitchell, who was then 23? And they said, yeah, this was a huge thing. Like, this is a huge controversy. And then it started pulling up all these like Reddit things where people are talking about how disgusting this is and he's a predator. And I was like, wait a minute, she was 21. And then I started replaying things like in my head. I was like, there was a whole scene where she talked all about she has trust issues because in the last 2 relationships she was cheated on and it really hurt her. And I'm like, so when she was 14 and 13, she was in 7th grade, she was cheated on.
Her 30-year-old boyfriend
starter
cheating on her with grown-ups.
And then I remembered a big thing from the show was that she said before she started dating Mitchell, she had a threesome with twin brothers. So now I'm really doing the math.
Well, you know what it is Mitchell was her Manny. That's the twist. I'm sure that
would make sense.
Probably missed that in the finale cliffhanger.
So I start arguing with Chachi. I'm telling it. I'm going, you're wrong. Like, this is not, there's no way. That would have been a huge problem that's not even responsible for the show to hire this man to be watching after children if he was like,
if that's what he does to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a problem. And so then I go over to Google and I Google Taylor Hayward's age and it says she's 21. And Google, then I go into like the Google AI and it stays firm with it. It's like, no, she's 21. So then I go back and I rewatch the first episode where she clearly says she's 28. So I go back and I'm like, I'm watching right now. It says she's 28. You found an editing error in the show. She's 21. Like, they're standing firm with this. Yeah. So I had a little bit this morning. It was a little bit of a mind fuck because I started replaying things and thinking, oh my gosh.
Well, yeah.
Never mind the father fucker. Like, this is the real controversy.
Right. The child fucker. So you are, I mean, this is like I think where the world's headed. You are in an argument between something you saw on reality TV, taking at face value as real, and different sets of AIs explaining to you what's real. So
they're arguing with me that no, she's 21. I'm wrong. What I'm watching is not right.
Right. Which makes more sense. But the fact that like you're trusting either one of those is concerning in the first place.
So. I don't trust them with like my life, but
right. Well,
how else do you like? That's how I do my research. Right. I have to watch, and then I've got to read about it.
Yeah.
That's how I.
But that's what AI isn't. It's read all sorts of things, and it's trying to understand it and then explain it to you. That's not really reading things.
Well,
it sort of is. It sort of is, and then it tells you to look at Reddit, which again is you're going to see things that aren't real there just because somebody said it on Reddit. Because those people were
seeing what I'm seeing. They're seeing that she's 21.
Sure. Yeah.
They're not rewatching the show and remembering because it's not like it doesn't stand. Her age does not stand out in the show where it's like memorable until you do see that they're saying she's 21 and he's 29 and they've been together.
Right.
This long. That's where it gets disturbing.
Sure.
And then, but even the fact that I told it that I was rewatching the show and they're like, oh, it was an editing error in the show because she is 21. So then I said, where are you getting your information from? And it said press releases that the show put out, and it pulled it up. And in the press release from that actual show, they listed her age as 21. So it was a typo. It had to be a mistake. Either that or season 2 is going to be interesting because that needs to come out.
Right. That's it. I bet he was the Manny. That's going to be the twist.
He's like this sweet Ohio boy who's just like so great with the kids and
Ohio.
and she's from Ohio, and they look like that, it ended with them having this beautiful engagement. Um, and again, like there's little things that she said. She says, I just want to be engaged. We've already been together for over 5 years. My biological clock is ticking. So all that stuff's going. I'm like, she is not 21. Her
She's
biological
about to
clock
hit
would,
puberty.
yeah, exactly. Like, no, they're making this poor man who was like this sweet country boy, great with kids, to be a predator with a single typo.
Well, sure. So, but then I guess all of that beach flirting has blown over. Then everything's fine.
Yeah, I mean they had their
got fired.
fights. She got fired, and then
But
she goes up to the suite and talks to the lady Nicola, I think that was her name, and she's like talking to her and saying, I'm so sorry. I just, I go
that one thing I was supposed to do and I didn't do it.
But
I had a good reason. I had a good reason.
Trauma. Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, I
That's
just
my
had
Manny.
a really rough
My
upbringing.
Manny on the beach.
I'm like, yeah, you did have a rough upbringing. If you started dating Mitchell at 15 when he was 23, that is a rough upbringing. Yeah, she's like crying and saying, my life has just been so hard, and no really specifics, just kind of this sob story, victim story. And she gets hired right back. It's like, okay, you're hired again. I'm like, is this because you want to stay on the show? Like, you're like, you can keep exploiting my kids. I'll just keep, it's fine. It's for TV. Because nobody would take her back after that.
Right. Right.
Unless you realize that your TV debut was about to end too, as soon as she walked out. Because without her, there's no you. Like, the two need to go hand in hand to make the story work for television.
It's such a shame, this world.
Well, there's another group. There's another it's three guys, and they're called the Three Dads, and they have two kids, and they're all three gay.
Oh, they're not Mannies. They're
rich people hiring. They're rich people.
Okay.
And one of the things that they required was like, as part of the audition to become like their nanny, was like they had to do like a spray tan on them. I'm like, this is not
on who?
You're not on the dads. Like the nanny had to like take a spray bottle of like tanning and like spray them down. And
as
they're
part
these
of
ripped, they look like Hulk Hogan. That's what they look like.
Like hot dogs.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
they're that color. They're like, they look like they're all on steroids. All three of them. They're just like this.
And part of the nanny audition interview application, whatever, was to spray tan the three dads.
Yes. While they are in little like banana hammocks.
Did they give any reason for that? Like, I mean, I guess, like, I mean, if I was rich, and I certainly wouldn't want to look after children. So whoever I was paying for it, and at that point, if it's just like money doesn't even matter, yeah, I'd probably make them do dumb shit too. But did they explain like why they had to spray tan these hot dog men?
Like part of like, that's part of like their expectation of working for us with our kids. We also may need you
sometimes
to do some
you
grooming
need to
on
do
us,
stuff.
and to do things like this for us. And yeah, they had to spray him down, and then they also made like the gay guy Jack. They're like, you have to go out to the gay bar with us tonight, and they made the female nanny stay home with the children, and they all went out to the gay bar, and they said, she's like, it shows her with the kids, and she's like, this is so unfair. Like, he's out at the bar and I'm home stuck with the kids. And I'm like, this is the nanny. That's your job.
Right. God, I hate all of them.
No sense.
So fucking awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, right. Has to
So
do her job.
there are three dads. They have
I
they
mean,
have
the
two
whole like
kids.
spray tanning the hot dog men
Yeah.
wasn't a red flag for her about like,
Oh no, they were like completely cool with that.
if that was me, like I would be thrilled to just be watching children as a nanny and not
They were more
doing
outraged.
whatever that these people were asking for.
No, the nannies were more outraged by the G's requiring them to have clear nail polish and not have color nail polish on their fingers. Like that was appalling. That was like, now you've crossed the line. Like I will
Yeah.
spray a naked man down, but you tell me to put clear nail polish on instead of my bright red apple color. No, that's not okay. So anyway, so the whole season ends with, like I was telling you about Leah, the father fucker. And
Mhm.
this is this controversy that's run throughout. She's just like so devastated, everything until the last episode where she's wearing a t-shirt and it says to-do list, wake up, make money, fuck the father. And that each thing's checked off. And she's just proudly wearing this shirt. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, you are not, if this was something you were like ashamed of, or you're trying to run a legit business, like I can't even imagine as a mother, I would never want to hire someone that's like, you're running the agency and that you're going to wear that shirt like a badge of honor. Like I'm a
Well,
father fucker.
so there's a couple things to that. First of all, uh that's probably worth more money. First of all, and then second of all, that's probably what they're all doing anyway, and for more money, I would guess.
Yeah.
So, I mean, oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
found us out. Oh, okay, good.
the nannies,
now you
nannies
rich
have a
people
reputation
know
for
where to
that.
go.
That's
Yep, well,
like they say, oh, that's the one rule you don't break. But it's like the tale is a
because unless you
time. Like
right,
the
you
nanny
don't break
hooks
it
up
if
with
you're
the
getting
father. Like,
paid nanny wages. No, you don't do it. But if you get paid vacation nanny wages from the agency, then yeah, you do it.
well, that's the thing with like, I don't know. I'm a mother and I will say I would never hire, I have to really know you to watch my son. And I am poor. I'm like dirt poor. But you're if you're gonna babysit my son, even just for a night where my husband and I go out to dinner and a movie or something,
Right.
it's not going to be just someone that I even just get off care.com. Like I need to know you personally. And it's gonna be my mom's gonna be watching him, his mom, somebody that we know. So I can't even imagine going on vacation to like Spain and just going to an agency and saying, okay, yeah, send over some girl. We'll do a
Yeah.
quick 5-minute interview and you can just watch my children. Like, no, that would never happen for me.
Well, yeah. And the other thing is, again, reality TV is obviously not real, and none of this is real. But I wonder how much these people actually care about their kids. First of all, right? That's probably not like
Yeah.
a big deal. You just get new ones, whatever.
You
But
gotta wonder.
the other thing is that, obviously there's cameras the whole time,
Yeah.
and probably a real nanny not on camera,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's if any of this is even a hint of real, that's probably the real part of it, is that yes, there are people that can care for children and not abandon them for the the
Yeah.
dumbest, slightest of reasons. That yeah, just sit on TV, and if the child needs something, the person who is a capable, functioning human will deal with it.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's exactly right. Because I was also looking up like you never really see, like I said, you never really see the nanny alone with the kids. So like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what's the point? Because the parents want the fame too. They want the can. They're not like, no,
Right.
my kid doesn't. I want the
Right.
attention.
Right. And
I want to parade all of these like designers coming into my home, and I want to show my luxurious lifestyle. I want to buy fame. That's what I want to spend my
right.
money on.
And Hulu or whoever is running the show doesn't want to be on the hook when a high-end prostitute kills a child. So, I mean, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
like the kids are fine, no matter what. I'm sure, whether it's scripted, whether it's reality, or whatever in between, the kids, I'm sure, are very well looked after.
Yeah. No, 100%. And even with the three dads, I have to say, like, their kids were so sweet. They were asking, okay, which one do you want to be your new nanny? And the little boy was like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to pick. And it was so cute. I was like, oh, like they did do a good job. I have to say, their kids seem like very good kids. Like they didn't seem like
Ready
these.
for TV.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see them as these like fame hungry kids that are just like, oh, I don't care whose feelings I hurt, like, because I'm rich.
Yeah.
They weren't like that. They seem like sweet kids. They have a weird home dynamic.
Colored also?
No. Did
they have to tan up the children?
No, they did not tan up the children.
Good,
the kids were normal. But the dads, like I said, they look like 3 Hulk Hogans on steroids, completely burnt orange color. And so the one dad was married to the other dad. They had the twins through a surrogate. And then they got divorced, but they continued to live together to co-parent with the kids. And then he married the third dad. And so then the third dad comes in, and now they have a baby on the way through a surrogate. So there's the third child coming, and the 3 dads, all 3 live together and parent all the kids together.
Right. I mean, that sounds like a show.
Well, the 3 dads are fame whores big time, because I've seen them on there was another show, Below Deck, on Bravo, that they were on, which is all about like a mega yacht, and it's following the staff. And they were guests on the yacht. They look very familiar from I feel like I've seen them in other things too. They're definitely out there pitching My 3 Dads reality show to like anyone who will listen. I guarantee it. They like the attention. They like the fame. And this may be controversial, but the third dad, he said he wasn't gay until he was like in his 40s and met this dad who they then got together, and he moved in. And I'm like, are you gay? Or do you want
TV gay?
He's the rich guy. The guy that he got with is the one with all the money and the fame, and the one doing all this. And he comes in and he's like,
TV gay.
I don't know. I could be totally wrong about that, but so yeah, this show's it's not bad, but you know, I've watched enough reality TV that I am able to spot things and figure out like this isn't real. It's entertaining. It's not scripted like a scripted show where they're being told word for word what to say and do, but it's highly set up. These situations are very highly set up to have them happen the way that it all like rolled out. It was just too perfect. There were so many different situations that the timing was too perfect that I was like, this would never happen. This is producers working at every angle and sending someone in and also getting someone riled up. Like they probably pulled Nicole in and said, come back. She's out on the beach with her boyfriend, ignoring your children. Right. How angry are you? And that's getting her all riled up So she goes out and explodes just like they wanted, where they don't need to actually tell her what to say. They just need to light the match and toss it on the fire.
Yeah. Yeah. All these shows do that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they're not flat out telling them what to say, they're making scenarios and situations from the fight about and complain about and scream and cry and whatever.
So, speaking of fire, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Getting off the topic of the $1 Million Nannies, another reality star who's back in the news is Tom Sandoval. You remember Tom Sandoval that we've talked about? He was Sandoval.
Yes. So he was on Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
And he launched the career of whoever it was he cheated on because he cheated on.
Yes. Ariana
somebody
Madix.
who said, God damn it. I might not have gotten that whole name, but I thought it was something like that. Sounds sort of like a robot's name.
Yeah.
Ariana Madix. But yeah, so why is he what office is he running for?
Oh, no. He's not running for any office. No.
Oh, then who did he cheat on?
Tom has been working very hard, doing all these different shows and putting on this front of, I am a nice guy and I am a good guy. And I made a mistake, but I really am. And I was starting to like him. I'm not going to lie. I've seen him on other shows and he was kind of entertaining and funny and likable. I was coming around. And then he has his current girlfriend. I think her name's Victoria. He got into a big fight with her one night. I guess they were out at the bar drinking. He gets into an argument with her. He calls the police and the police come and they arrest Victoria for domestic abuse. So
from the bar?
No, when they get home.
Their house?
They get home. They get her father's there too. They get into a big fight. Now there's security footage from outside and they're sitting outside on the patio and they're all sitting around this bonfire. And she and him are arguing. She pulls out her phone and he realizes she's recording him on her phone. I guess he totally forgets that there's surveillance cameras running that are just 24/7. So she doesn't really need to record him.
And does he not have something like some camera crew recording him all the time?
No,
anyway?
this was a private matter, but the video got released. So we all got to see it. Like TMZ got hold of it and it's been all over the place. And he lunges at her and he's screaming at her, "You're recording me." And he's like a monster. And he's like, it looks like he's like strangling her. Like
as you do when you know you're being recorded.
Yeah. Yeah. And her father jumps up from his chair and runs over and like bear hugs Tom and like picks him up and moves him off his daughter. And Tom then lunges at him and shoves him and he falls into the fire. He falls in the bonfire. Like literally his back and his butt are like burning up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you said, speaking of fire, now I get it.
Yes. And you see this on the security camera. So this happened June 6th, but they didn't see the security footage. And then Tom like is pressing all these charges against Victoria. So now she released the video of this and the whole world is turning against Tom because now they're seeing the video and they're like, you were the aggressor. Like, why was she arrested?
But then why was her dad there? Is she 16 also?
No. I don't know why her dad was there. I guess he just liked to hang out. I don't know why he was there, but this video is just, it's gone viral and it's all over the place. And people are now like, that's the real Tom. Like now we're seeing him. And if she hadn't been arrested and then he pursued it even more, like he wanted restraining orders put up against her and all these things where they had to go to court. That's why the video came out because they're like, they decided, okay, we're going to release this to show. And then the DA dropped all charges against her. So now so he just like, I don't know. Did he not know the security camera was like running? Because what were you thinking? Like, you had an argument. She got arrested. Just drop it now, because you couldn't have gone to bed that night thinking you were totally innocent, knowing her father's in the hospital being treated for burns to his ass in his back. Like, you had to know, like, this, and it's your home. So you know there's camera, even if you forget in a drunken moment that there's cameras running, like the next day you can be like,
well, maybe he thought he could, get rid of the recording or whatever.
Yeah, apparently.
Or he was probably just knows that he did something wrong and people are going to know about it. So is trying to like get out in front of it a little bit by pressing charges against her. Like, yeah, none of that really makes sense.
Now, the police report did state that he says that she punched him multiple times in his face inside where there weren't cameras. So we didn't see that part. And the police saw bruising and marks on his face and his ear.
And that was after.
No, and then they came outside.
In the fire.
Yeah, no, this was before.
Oh.
And then they come outside. So that's when he was like calling the police. And then I guess that's when she started recording. And then he came outside and was like, "You're recording me?" And like went crazy. And that's when he threw. And the dad's a big guy. Like Tom's a little scrawny guy. Like I don't even know how he did that.
But the dad's probably not very old either, right? Probably like in his 40s or something.
I don't know. It's like it's a security camera that's like up in the corner, so you can't see.
Yeah.
It's not zooming in to like, but you can just see this guy with a big beer belly, like getting up and coming at Tom. And Tom just, I don't know. He knocked him. He
throws him in the fire.
Ass, butt, everything down right on top of the bonfire. Like it was wild. And yeah, and then he had to go get treated at the hospital, and did say in the police report that the father was treated for severe burns on his butt and his back.
Super.
But she got arrested. So
yeah.
Well, so now that's all. I don't know. So now I just think Tom's like done again. Because now I think the whole world's just replaying that video and giving their opinion and saying, you're the aggressor. And again, we didn't see what happened inside. Right. Maybe she did beat the crap out of him and came outside and that was his reaction. It also said that after he knocked the dad in the fire, he ran inside and shut the door and like locked it to hide from the father. And the father came in and punched holes through the door. So
did anyone help him out of the fire?
No,
he just got out
like
by himself,
rolling around, and then he like gets up, and it's just like, what? This is crazy.
Well, yeah, I'm sure no one will ever put Tom on a TV show again, and I'm sure if they do, no one will ever want to watch him on TV again because of this.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
He's done. Now he's done. Now America hates him again. They're like,
yeah, so that's why he's going to be on a goddamn show so people fucking watch it. Like, he's not done. He's bigger than ever now. Like, what if he did something wrong? If he actually did something wrong, whatever, like criminal, then, put him in jail. But that doesn't happen. So he's going to be on TV. And
I don't know if he will, though.
You need a villain, right? For all this dumb shit. You need somebody who's cheating on somebody, or somebody who
he doesn't like to come in as
fires.
The villain. He comes in as he is always the victim, and he's a good one. Well, he's a good manipulator because he got me. I started really being like, poor Tom. Like, and meanwhile, you see Ariana doing her slow walk through Love Island and her glam and her millions of dollars, and like,
that's all because
winking
of him.
At the camera.
So who cares? Like,
and
what?
He's like throwing his girlfriend's father into the fire, and like as his career goes up in flames.
A million times more interesting.
Yeah.
But so he's basically getting on TV shows even though he's not on a TV show.
We'll see. He's not on anything right now. This was like
right, but obviously
TMZ.
He's going to be. Like, why? Yeah. you keep saying, like, that's like the tagline. Oh, he's over. There's no way. Whatever it's saying on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, like, people are talking about him.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on a show, like, as the villain, as the victim, as whatever. He's going to be on a show again. So, like,
and guess what? I'll watch because I want to see how he thinks.
Even though he's done and over, and like, I don't like him anymore. I almost did, but no. But yeah. Of course you're going to watch.
Of course.
Ugh.
Gives us something to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, well, this is a weird one. This dumb $1 million nannies, like, models to put on TV while someone else cares for children, and then a good catch up on old Tom, everyone's America's sweetheart, Tom Sandoval, the father fucker and father fire. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out Explaining Reality on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Links are in the episode description.